We're live. All right. How y'all doing? How's everyone doing this fine Friday morning? Of course, in his advanced stage time. God damn it, Chris. Can't even send a cursory, first nice message before we get straight to the old bullshit. You're kidding me with this? And I think you're an irresponsible person who can't be trusted. You know what? I am flaky Dr. Z, so you know what? It's good to give the right impression, you know. I'd hate to deceive him at the start. Luvion, how's it going, man? Lyola, hi, how are ya? Chat, just gonna fix that really quickly. Fine. Died Light, Walter, Pushkar, how's it going? Is chat frozen? Really? Nightwalker, how's it going? I do it out of fluff. No, I don't think you do, man. I don't think you do. I had to disagree. Yark, how's it going, man? At least try, for Ra's sake. I love how that has two meanings. Ra could just be the guy, but Ra is also like the old Egyptian god or whatever, so it kind of works. DSV, how's it going? Username, Holy Lord of Storm. How's everyone doing? Good lord. Try polygonal today? Oh god, that sounds horrifying. Whoa! Okay, yeah, we can give that a shot though. Pushka, we can give that a shot. Shido, how's it going, man? How you doing? Why the hell are you saying that damn storm guy's name? The Lord, Holy Lord of Storm. Or Ra's al Ghul? Who's that? Are you talking about Ra's al Ghul? From, like, DC Comics? Like, the League of Assassins? You got a notification too, Walter? There we go. See, it's working little by little. Okay, I see. I don't think that's how you spell Ra's al Ghul, but I can't remember. Wrong, how's it going? Tinab, how's it going? How's everyone doing this fine Friday morning, or night for most of you probably. Milosh, how's it going, man? Bro, Vice Admiral Iceberg really seems cool. I can't wait to see now if her and Klein... Finish that sentence, Shadow. Her and Klein what? Finish that sentence. Oh, okay. More of her and Klein? Okay. If Klein finally claps some cheeks. Justin, how's it going, man? Tomorrow when the new episode drops, I will be in the court building. Why is life so cruel? Yeah. Died Light, how's it going, man? How you doing? To be honest, I did ship Edwina and Gehrman at first. I get the appeal, I do. You know, like the really put together, really orderly gal, and then the kind of fucking lunatic that Gehrman is. I get the appeal, but no thank you. Romero, how's it going, man? R.A. Edwin is a cool person? Maybe. I don't actually know. By the way, did you see my role model in the last stream? Did you see your role model? Who's your Mr. Good afternoon, Mr. Fool. The demigod from the church. Oh, yes. Fuck, what was his name? I can't remember his name. Yes. We did see him yesterday. The charlatan, yes. Isn't it still morning? Yes. It is morning for me, but for Mr. Fool, it is always the afternoon, okay? Luca, yes, thank you. Autumn, how's it? Autumn, come on, just say hi first, bro. Don't hit me with the unk off rip every time. Where did you leave off last stream? You know what? That's true. I stopped doing it because I changed the title for the volume 4 ending stream, and then I just never got back into the habit of it. Where did we end off? We're gonna start putting titles in the. We're gonna start putting chapters in the titles again. This is crazy. 958. That's where we are. Okay, cool. So, chapter 958 to, I don't know, 964. We'll put for now. I don't know. We'll see how it goes for now. Well, for me, it is night. Oh. Now, in the domain of Mr. Fool, it is always afternoon. Did you get the name for Sequence 4 Reader? I don't think so. I'm good, Adam. How you doing, man? You already know it's just confirmation is needed. Do I? Do I? Bear... What is it? Reader. Where are we? Oh, come on. Control F is just giving up on me altogether. F this place. Yeah, I don't know. Gee, how's it going? Afterlees, how's it going? Mr. Fool, well then, good evening, good afternoon, yes. Yes, by the way, we're only 3 members away from getting that whole fucking monocle shit figured out, so hopefully, like, tomorrow or in, like, 2 days or whenever the fuck that happens, I'll just go on Amazon on stream, and then we'll find a good monocle to find, okay? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, is it profit? Is it profit? What's the goal for OnlyFans? We're a long way away from that, Justin. We're a long ways away from that. Monocle plus actual bald wig. Just got out of work. Oh, nice, G. Nice. A pray for you today. Okay. Let's see if I can get Wordle. This is crazy. Oh, sorry. Let me just quickly test something really quickly. Give me 1 quick second. Have you read the latest One Piece chapters? No, Chris. I don't. I just watch the One Piece anime. I don't read. I don't read it. So, but like I know that Zebek's what Zebek looked like got revealed. I know that bit. What the fuck? Oh, you're kidding. This is such a piece of shit. Oh, get me the fuck out of here. Never mind. Ugh. Okay, never mind. By the way, I did not add what do you call it? I did not add Leonard because I realized that for this tarot card set, Gio does not have her own card. So I'm thinking, at the end of stream, Milos, if you have time, do you mind just sending a couple of sets? I don't need you to send the whole set, but just send like one of the cards of a set that has the complete set of all tarot members. All the ones, including the ones right now, and if there's any future tarot members and stuff. By the end of Lord of the Mysteries, if there are, just send me like one image of the set, and then we'll just go through it together at the end of stream. We'll decide which new set to put on, and then I'll get that set put on for next stream and stuff. How was the ending of Volume 4 for you? Oh, it was amazing, Mr. Full. I don't even know. That was the best ending for me. Even better than Volume 4 ending of a volume wise. That was like the best ending. It was amazing because like we finally get our revenge on Ince. It was great because after the revenge on Ince, it was kind of like, fuck, dude, like our next goal felt so far away, but now it came closer. Now it's like the goal went from like, okay, we need to somehow return home, which we don't even have the faintest fucking clue. Like, what do we even do to get back home? But all the same, now it's like, okay, fuck going home, because I don't even care about going home, because everything I care about is gone anyway. Now it's more figuring like, who the fuck did this to me, who brought me here, and why, which is like so good. Okay, so like I think that was such a good ending. I think it was like, both action wise in terms of, and in terms of like impact and stuff. What? That's crazy. Okay. So let's go. Okay. Yeah, I was literally dude, it was I was so hyped. I was actually yelling, and I got yelled at after by my parents because my mom was apparently sleeping in the room next over. Shido, no! No, Shido! I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were still here. Fuck. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. Fuck. Oh, crap baskets. Shit. Oh, fuck. Sorry. No, no, no. My one spoiler pass is for, it's for easy, okay? It's for easy. I lowered my one. Okay, I'm sorry. Fuck, I apologize. I didn't know you were still here. Shit, I apologize. Fuck. What was the one you said? What was the one you said, Pushkar? Polygonal, I think you said? Polygon. I think it was this one. Official geomet. What the fuck? Okay, so it is, what the fuck? Okay, so it's this and this are one letter, this and this are the same letter, and then nothing else. Wow, that's a long word. Okay, so let's do like A, D, A. No, wait. How fucking long is this word? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8-letter word? Do I even know any words that's long enough? Bro, I'm a fucking dumbass. That'd have been a good one. Fuck. Okay, cool. So... maybe so A, D, O, R, O. I was thinking adorer, but that's nowhere near long enough. Adorer. God damn it. God, this is such a long word, bro. 8-letter words are so hard to think of. What the fuck did he do to me, Pushkar? Sorcerer. That gave me nothing, but thank you. Adorable. Oh, okay, good. Okay, this actually gives me information. So this is A, something, something, A, something, E, something. Wow, that is, I know surprisingly little. This is great. Queen, how's it going? You changed your profile pic. No worries, Queen. Is that just another Yoruichi image, or is that another character? Okay, hold on. The mine, I pray for you today. So, Yoruichi, okay. Bleach, God, Yoruichi, my queen. Oh, this is so bad. Why the fuck am I listening to you guys? Why the fuck am I listening to you guys? No. No, stop. A. That's crazy. Shadow. Core 4 has been announced though, right? It's coming out next year though, Chris, I think. AR T A articulate's too long. Fuck's sakes. That doesn't work. Because there's, but I mean, it might give me information. It gave me no information. I am so cooked. I am so fucking cooked. Why do I keep listening to you guys? This is so bad. Like the chances of me getting, okay, let me just think about this. So I know RATE MN. Those are those all the letters I know? Shut the fuck up. No, I'm not even looking at chat anymore. You guys are just fucking me. So ATNME. Yeah, okay. So A R T A T M. Okay. AM AMR AR E M rare. Okay, this might kind of be like in okay, this may, no R. There's no R. Oh yes, you're right. There's no R. There's no R. AM. No, wait. There is a R. What? There is an R. There is an R. What are you talking about? But not here. You're right. Not here. R. N. A. Linguist. That was not easy. Fuck you guys. You guys just kept giving me the wrong words. Sente, thank you so much. I actually saw it. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna take credit for that. Sente gave me that. I looked at it. I'm not gonna pretend. But fuck. But I could have. I'm a good person, Sente. You're my fucking goat, dude. Thank you. I was so cooked. I could have taken credit for that, but I'm not going to. I'm not that much of a bitch, you know. All right. I think it's time we get started. Could not have. Fuck you. You know what, Ramiro? Remind me tomorrow. I will do it by myself. I'll turn chat off and I'll fucking do it by myself. What do you think this is, huh? You could not. You guys wasted 3 of my guesses and I still was getting close. Fuck you guys. Yeah. Ramiro knows how to push my buttons, bro. Holy shit. Remind me tomorrow. I'll show you, damn it. No, I'm not doing that. I know what that is. I know what that is, Pushkar. I know what that is. I'm not doing that. I'm not crazy enough to do that shit. Okay. All right. We'll try to do like 7 or 8 chapters today. Or right now, I guess. Let's just keep up a decent pace. That's... Oh, Dr. Z, yes. Okay, do you guys want to watch that video right now? Leonard Gary European? I don't know. Or we can Or we can read right now and then watch that at the end. I don't know. By only 8 words, screw you. But yes, I'm scared. I'm petrified, okay? Sure, gonna lurk. Be back in a bit. No worries, Santa. You're European? Alright. Let's watch that, okay? Let's watch that then. By the way, thank you, Nightwalker, for sending that to me. I appreciate it. Hello. Here, I'm gonna turn that up.
There, right there. Look at that tan, well-tinted skin. Look at the killer shape he's in. Look at that slightly stubbly chin. Oh, please, he's gay. Totally gay.
I'm not.
Slightly stubbly chin. He doesn't have a hint of a hair there. What the fuck?
Look at that slightly stubbly chin. Oh, please, he's gay. Totally gay.
I'm not about to celebrate. Every trait could indicate a totally straight expatriate. This guy.
Why is... I feel like this would be the other way around. I feel like Fours would be arguing he's straight. No, why would Alger be the one? Wait, what's happening? What happened? What? I watched this. This is a song from a Broadway musical? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Which Broadway musical? No, it's fine. Well, a mod sent this. We're fine.
Is not gay, I say not gay. That is the elephant in the room. Well, is it relevant to...
By the way, can you guys hear it okay, or is it really quiet? I don't know. It's from Legally Blonde, really?
That a man who wears that is the elephant in
Who were
the
those?
room. Well, is it
Okay, so all members I know.
relevant to assume that a man who wears perfume is automatically radically fake? But look at his
Wait, what? Wait, he wears perfume. Okay, well, okay.
soft and crispy locks.
Look at his silk translucent socks.
Look at his silk Where do you see the socks, bro?
Soft and crispy locks.
That's neither coiffed nor crispy, but I get
Look
the
at his
point.
silk translucent socks.
There's the eternal paradox. Look what we're seeing.
What are we seeing?
Is he
course
gay
he's gay.
or European?
Or European. Okay, this might be from Legally Blonde. Emlyn's been suspiciously quiet so far, I will say.
Gay or European? It's hard to guarantee. Is he gay or European?
Well, hey, don't look at
You
me.
see, they bring their boys up different.
Why does Emlyn say, don't look at me? Is he gay or is he European? What do you mean?
In those charming foreign ports, they play peculiar sports.
Audrey would be European. What are we talking about?
In shiny shirts and tiny shorts, gay or foreign fella? The answer could take weeks. They both say things like ciao bella while they kiss you on both cheeks.
Oh, please,
Gay or European? So many shades of gray.
Depending on the time of day, the
French go either way. We have Frenchmen's in my chat. Confirm or deny.
Hey,
Is he gay or European? Or
right there! Look at that condescending smirk. Seen it on every guy at work. That is a metro hetero jerk.
That is a metro hetero jerk.
I say no way.
that is the elephant in the room? Well, is it relevant to presume that a hottie in that costume?
He's automatically, radically,
Ironically, chronically,
certainly flirty.
Genetically, medically gay.
Okay, genetically, medically. Medically. Like,
Officially gay. Damn it! Gay or European? So stylish and relaxed. Is he gay or European? I think his chest is waxed.
But they bring their boys up different. There is culturally diverse. It's not a fashion curse.
If he wears a kilt or bears a purse, gay or just
he does not wear a kilt, but I feel like Leonard would be the kind of guy who carries like a tiny purse with him.
exotic, I still can't
Not saying anything bad about that. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying.
crack the code.
Yeah, his accent is hypnotic, but his shoes are pointy-toed.
Gay or European? So many shades of gray.
But if he turns out straight, I I'm free at 8 on Saturday.
Is he gay or European? Gay or European? Gay or European?
Wait a minute. Give me a chance to crack this guy.
Oh,
I have an
Emlyn,
idea
yes.
I'd like to try.
The floor is yours.
So, Mr. Argitakos, this alleged affair with Ms. Wyndham has been going on for
2 years.
And your first name again is?
Nikos.
And your boyfriend's name is?
Carlos.
Oh,
Sorry,
he
I
got him.
misunderstand. You say boyfriend, I thought you say best friend. Carlos is my best friend.
Oh, I don't think so.
Bastard! You lying bastard!
Oh no.
I no cover for you no more. People, I have a big announcement. This man is gay and European, and neither is his place. You gotta stop your being a complete.
Wait, did he say he's gay and European?
Have a big announcement. This man is gay and European.
And European, very good.
Place. You gotta stop your being a completely closet case. It's me, not her, he's seeing. No matter what he say, I swear he never, ever, ever swing the other way. You are so gay, you big part of you flame.
I'm not saying that, but that's such a good line. That's such a good line. That's such a good line.
I'm straight. You were not yesterday. So if I may, I'm proud to say, he's gay. He's gay.
Fine, okay, I'm gay.
That was so good. Oh, that was really, really good. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nightwalker, for sending that. That was amazing. Oh, that was great. I'm gonna find that musical and just have that. I'm gonna find that musical and just have that on in my playlist now. Oh, Nightwalker, that was great. Thank you so much. Either my humor is cooked or I'm just too dumb for the jokes. Well, you didn't find that funny, Romero? Really? That was amazing. Emlyn being the one to crack the case is crazy. Nah, Emlyn has like selective IQ. It makes sense, you know. He'd be dumb as a rock in like most things, but occasionally there'd be a thing and be like, "Damn, I got this." By the way, you could do official or good artwork for the Tarot Club with a GIF. Yeah, Pushkar. So if someone has like an idea of, or like knows of like a good set of tarot cards that has all members, because the one I'm currently using, although I love this one, this is by far the best set I've found so far, but it doesn't have Geo, and that doesn't feel fair. So if you have like a full set that that has all characters, whether including all current characters and then any future tarot members as well. For Lord of the Mysteries, I don't know about COI or any of that shit works anyway, so don't worry about that. Like anyone that's in Lord of the Mysteries, all the way up to till the end, if you have a set, just send one of the images from a set, and then we can decide which one looks good at stuff at the end of the stream. If someone has if someone sends a couple, and then I'll get that set up for the next stream. Okay. 9:58. Dark red beams shot up, materializing into different figures on both sides of the long bronze table. Or you could do the other tarot cards, the one that have scenes, characters, backgrounds, etc. What do you mean, username? I don't. Are you referring to like a tarot card that's like a whole background? If you have one of those, send those too. I don't know what you're referring to, but I mean, yeah, just send it. We'll take a look. Okay. The unchanging silence above the grey fog was broken as the palace seemed to have additional, inexplicable sense of life to it. Oh, has Klein's change to a demigod also affected like the grey fog to a degree? Just as Audrey regained her sense of surroundings, she prepared to stand up at the end of the bronze table, but she noticed a difference. There were two more members. One of them was a man standing next to the right of Mr. Moon, and the other a lady sitting to the left of a hermit. I will say, Klein is, sorry, not Klein. The Fool is starting to look more and more like like a believer of the Lord of Storm. He has the men and women separated on as different sides of the table. Definitely not something Evernight would stand by. That's all I'm saying, okay? There's a whole tarot deck inspired in Lord of the Mysteries? Really? Oh, both major and minor arcana? As long as it doesn't have any spoilers, that'd be awesome, G. JT, how's it going, man? Audrey first felt happy as that the Tarot Club was developing and becoming stronger, but then her instincts kicked in. Due to where she was sitting, the man opposite her was much easier to observe than the lady who sat 2 seats away from her. Black hair, green eyes. He doesn't wear a coat, a vest that matches his shirt. He sits odd. Is he gay or European? He's not accustomed to sitting properly. He's probably about 180 centimeters tall. He has quite a desultory temperament, rather tense. At a glance, Audrey had read plenty of information from the figure. Noisette! I don't think I've seen you here before, man. Thanks for popping by. How you doing? The man was quickly surveying his surroundings. Such an action wasn't a problem in itself. Anyone who came to this strange and secret location would definitely subconsciously size up the other members and attempt to grasp their attributes and general situation. But the problem was that the man was moving his gaze too quickly. His gaze swept past the moon, the hanged man, and other members without pausing. He's only looking for Klein, doesn't give a shit about anyone else. Merlin, how's it going, man? How you doing? Is he bald or Canadian? Bro, cooked. You guys have seen me drinking maple syrup on stream. It's over. His gaze had swept past everyone. To Audrey, this was a clear phenomenon. It meant that the man who was observing his surroundings and studying the members, but that he was looking for someone. He was looking for someone he already had in mind. Audrey felt excited as she believed that this newcomer knew one of the present members. Who could it be? She observed for a second and saw the man sitting opposite her fixed her gaze on the world. The newcomer is a friend of the world, or at least they know each other. Or could it be said that Mr. World inducted him into the gathering? No, that doesn't seem likely. If that were the case, the newcomer would be much more certain. He wouldn't be eagerly searching for someone he knows. He would definitely have placed his gaze on the other members. Furthermore, such an action also proves that he's not a blessed. What is his relationship with Mr. World? No, not cancelled. No. I feel like the number of streams I've canceled, I could count on like one hand with fingers to spare. I don't know how many. I don't think I've canceled stream. Like sometimes I'll get late a little bit because like some shit comes up, but generally I don't think I've canceled streams very often. Now that I've of course jinxed myself, the night stream is going to be canceled for sure. Audrey held on to her thought process and continued observing as she stood up to turn to the seat of honor. Good afternoon, Mr. Fool. Just as she issued the brisk greeting, she realized something. Mr. Fool is different from before. The great existence seems to be more and more one with the grey fog, and his aura was lofty and mighty like the sky or the sea. Leo Sam, how's it going, man? What roast and brand of coffee do you use? So we have one of those like Nespresso machines. So we just get those pods or whatever the fuck, and then it's literally just toss them in. Yeah, I think it's a medium roast though. What I drink. I think it's a medium roast. It's quite nice. I'm writing, so I will not write any more chats, but I'll be listening. Okay, sounds good, Leo Sam. All right, like I said to all the lurkers, okay? We love having all of you here, but just for me, because I like to do that, if you're going to be lurking, just pop by and say like a hello or a yo or a something, just so I can say hi and then go back to your shenaniganery that you're doing offhand. No worries at all. I just like to say hi to everyone that's here. This feeling isn't something that can be described with words. Mr. Fool has taken one more step to his awakening, allowing him to retrieve more of his authority over his domain. Audrey's eyes darted around, feeling curious. This is the first time that there's been enough of a difference that, like, a Tarot Club member has noticed. Like, Klein will notice, like, like, I can, I have more spirituality, I can I can bring in more people or stuff. But this is the first time like someone else has been like, whoa, like he's gotten a lot more powerful, which makes sense because that gap between human and demigod is like a massive thing. Since you say so, Zaran. Hi, man. How you doing? At this moment, the Hanged Man and the Hermit also noticed the two members. They noticed that the lady was a little short and secretly signaling Miss Magician. She was both unfamiliar but also familiar with the gathering. At the very least, she was unlike the man in the white shirt and black vest. He frantically stood up and only after everyone began bowing. In addition, they sensed that the new male member took special note of Gehrman. These thoughts resonated in their mind, but they didn't express them. The Hanged Man and the Hermit completed their first usual steps of the gathering. As for the Sun, he was just happy because the Tarot had new members again. The Moon had mixed feelings. On one hand, he felt superior as he was senior to the newcomers. He's such a dick. He's like, oh, I am a senior member. Bro, why you like this? But on the other hand, he had a feeling that there was just too many messiahs for the apocalypse. Yeah, you ain't a messiah for shit, bro. If there is a messiah, it's Klein, and you're just like, you're like one of the apostles. After some searching, the star, Leonard determined that the one sitting at the bottom end of the long bronze table was Klein Moretti. This was because his physical appearance were similar to that of Gehrman's description. He's hiding his true identity. He doesn't relax even in such a gathering, using 2 levels of disguise. I should take note. Just as this thought flashed through his mind, Leonard saw the girl sitting to the left of Mr. Fool stand up. She then led everyone into bowing. He was taken aback, failing to react in time. He stood up when amongst all the members. After a second, Leonard snapped to his senses and stood up to deliver the greeting. Opposite him, Gio glanced at him, equating him to fours to a degree. He said, bro, that's the male fours. This guy's just in his own little world. Fours shared the same thought. However, she had equated the man to Gio to a degree. This was because Gio had appeared rather unreliable when they first met. This is the star, and this is judgment. Take your seats and introduce yourself. The Fool Klein raised his hand as he pointed. Sanguine and their stupid social rankings. Nah, I feel like that's just a Emlyn thing. I don't think the Sanguine can take too much, fault on that. Even they say like Emlyn's weird. Okay, the strongest protagonist of today versus the strongest protagonist of history. The name The Star keeps making me think that it's a codename for a lady, Leonard thought in exasperation. Oh, Leonard actually doesn't like The Star. I would have thought he loved it. That is funny, though, that Klein was like, no, you get The Star, you fucking wannabe protagonist little shit. Maybe secondary effects of the sanguine pathway with all the counts and discount potion influences might affect their psychology. Interesting. Miss Justice seems like a young lady, but she might have donned 2 layers of disguise like Klein. She's optimistic and cheerful. Although I can't tell the details of her attire, it seems very classy. Mr. Hanged Man, burly, restrained, he likes to be straightforward. Fuck, I gotta turn this down. Miss Magician, the way she looks at me is weird. From time to time she will glance at Klein. I have no idea what's on her mind. She seems rather ordinary overall. Mr. Sun, he's very tall. But the way he speaks sounds like he's going through puberty. Although he's silent, he does seem rather friendly. Is he gay or is he European? Miss Hermit. Ma'am Hermit. She exudes a mature and steady demeanor. She's a very experienced beyond her. Mr. Moon, rather young and looks a little reserved. Makes me feel like I've seen him before, but I can't recall. Oh, he's gonna eventually realize this is Emlyn. Oh, okay. Miss Judgment, very short and very obvious traits, but I can't be sure if she's donned disguises as well. No, I'm never seeing him the same again. It's literally, anytime he talks about a guy, that song is popping up in my head. It's crazy. The world, very, very gloomy. That's likely his disguise. Well, it might be his true nature as well. 6 foot. No, Zetsubo. I feel like he's 6 foot, like 6 or he's like crazy tall. Well, it might also be his true nature. He wasn't a demigod before, meaning that this gathering has no lack of mid-sequence beyonders. I wonder if I'm the weakest one. I think he's tied for the weakest one now, right? Because Leonard is sequence 6. No, Gio is a sequence 7, and so is Fours. They're tied for the weakest. Everyone else is a 6 now, right? Yes. Except for Alger, Cat Leia, who are 5, and Klein, who's a 4, of course. As Leonard was observing the other members, Gio was also using her powers as a sheriff to exact the traits of the different members. A noble lady, a sailor or a crew member, rather young and introverted, but not that serious, rather strong. The leader of at least a mid-sized team, arrogant. Of pretty good family background, desultory, not stead, gloomy, terrifying. The hermit looked towards the end of the long bronze table and said with a bow, "Honorable Mr. Fool, I didn't receive any new pages this time." Queen Mystic didn't reply. I wonder what Bernadette is busy with. The fool nodded and calmly replied, "Begin the transactions then." Who do you think among the Tarot Club members will end the story with the highest sequence, excluding Klein? I feel like logically it has to be the Sun. I feel like he has by far the most motivation. Because, like, realistically, Cat Leia is probably going to become a demigod and probably be stuck there for a while. Because then she becomes the peak of admirals and she's happy there. I think Miss Justice, as much as she has, like, the resources and stuff, she doesn't have the external experience that she'd need to move up, especially into, like, demigod status quickly. Fours and Gio, I don't even know if they'll reach demigod status by the end of the book. I mean, maybe, hopefully, but I don't know. The Sun obviously has, like, he's carrying the entire city of Silver on his back, right? He's like, no, like, I really need to fucking get a move on, or my whole city, everyone I've ever known is just fucking gonna die. And so I feel like he has, like, the most motivation, and he doesn't have a lack of ingredients because the City of Silver is really rich in that. And I feel like with those he could trade for all the stuff he needs. Colin and Lovia are carrying the City of Silver. Colin, maybe? What the fuck is Lovia carrying? I don't trust her. I feel like she's trying to... Not the protagonist, Leonard. If Leonard made it to demigod, I'd be very happy. I don't expect much of him. As he said that, Audrey noticed the reactions of the Hermit and the Hanged Man. She realized that they had yet to notice Mr. Fool turning loftier. Was I the only one who noticed it? Audrey darted her eyes and thought, feeling poignant and happy. Derek's subplot feels like, dude, Zetsubo, we always joke about that. It's crazy. Like, Derek has, like, the most depressing life in ever. It's great. Trust in Lovia. She chose the correct god. Samo, how's it going? See, Samo, to his credit and to my fucking dismay, at least said hello before hitting me with the unk, alright? Everyone else who's a member just pops in with the fucking unk and the baldy and just fucking nothing else. God, he at least said hello. Of course, she knew that Ma'am Hermit and the Hanged Man didn't dare to look at Mr. Fool that much. Especially since the former. Most of the time, she only dared to look at the edge of the table. I'll correct that. No, Samo, no! No, I gave you a compliment. This world is a prison. Fuck you guys. Table edge. There's an additional card of blasphemy. Audrey's gaze froze as she retracted it in pleasant surprise. With her intuition as a spectator, she was quite certain that the obtaining of a new card of blasphemy was likely the same matter that the world's mental problem was. She hesitated for a moment and said, "I have nothing I need." Cat Leia, Derek, Emlyn, and Fours, who had already made preparations and were about to advance. Therefore, they didn't have any requests. Likewise for Alger, who was still digesting his potion. So wait, Cat Leia is preparing to become a Sequence 4. She just needs to, I think, digest her potion. I think she has everything she needs to become a demigod. Derek is preparing to advance to Sequence 5. What's the Sequence 5 of the Bard pathway? What's above Notary? Where's my notes? Oh, for fuck's sakes, come on. Priest of Light. I see. Okay. Thank you. Priest of Light. That is a good name. Okay. Instead, it was Leonard who had the desire to buy mystical items, but with no one showing him an example, he was unsure how to begin. All he could do was divert some attention, considering Mr. Fool's need for Roselle's diary. After selling tinder, he wasn't exactly lacking in money. Furthermore, having had the experience of using creeping hunger, he realized that a powerful mystical item was rather useful. At this point, Forrest looked at the silent Geo before looking opposite her. Thunder, how's it going? Why does everyone start off their messages with Baldy or Ankh? Oh my god, it actually hurts my soul a little bit. Mr. Hanged I have a material that I wish to be made into a mystical item by that artisan. Dr. Z, what do you mean you deserve it? Why are you so mean? I thought she became my biggest hater in like 3 minutes. She was referring to the ancient wraith powder that Geo had. Alger shook his head. The artisan has been controlled by some members of the Rose School of Thought who believe in the primordial moon. That's all I know. The subsequent matters have been left to Ma'am Hermit to deal. Rose School of Thought, primordial moon believers. Leave it to the Hermit to handle. Leonard and Geo looked around as they suddenly realized that the gathering they were participating in wasn't as loose as they imagined. They were secretly traversing through the shadows of the world. Like, we were having such a good stream, and it was like 3 minutes, and she's like, "You're dead to me," and I was like, "Okay, seems a little overly dramatic, no? My God, you fell from grace, Dr. Z. That was for 3 minutes. It was a fucking, it was for 3 minutes. What do you mean? In those 3 minutes that you couldn't chat, I was pressuring you to join I didn't even ask anyone to, bro. That's crazy. Okay, Justin, let me be clear. I'm super pro-capitalist, bro. The fact that it was the first... Okay. It was not the first solution. It was the only... It was the only viable one that was... Okay, you know what? You know what? I can't do this. It's fine. Catleya turned her body slightly to the side and looked at the magician. It's a little complicated. I suggest that you wait another week or two. I'm unable to promise anything. All I can say is that there should be someone to help you create the item when the time comes. Hamong, how's it going, man? You could turn... Is that even... Can we turn off chat? Is that even an option? I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't even know how to make it members only. I had to ask Ramiro to do it. I don't even fucking know how to. Wait, is that a thing? Okay. Okay, cool. We will think about that next time. Okay, cool. Should be someone. It also means that it might not be the original artisan. Does this mean that she's planning on nurturing an artisan herself? Or could it be that she's thinking of a way to turn the original artisan into a sealed artifact, using a machine to create machines? You can click the end stream button? No, you know what, bro? I have no idea, Nightwalker. If we stop chat, then I think we just stop chat. Ma'am Hermit is indeed an experienced beyonder, Leonard listened. No problem. Force had the utmost confidence in Ma'am Hermit. At this moment, she heard the world say with a hoarse voice, "If this matter requires my help, I'm happy to help." Wiz, when will public volume 4 ending? Hamong, it should be public now. Is it not? Am I losing my mind? Is it set to tonight? I think it was set to... I think it was supposed to be set to last night, but is it still not? Oh, for fuck's sakes, it's not. No, it's tonight. I see. Okay, it's in 12 hours, Hamong. I see. Sorry, I thought it was set to last night. I apologize. It'll be available in 12 hours. Apologies. It's members only right now. Yeah, it'll be available in 12 hours. Sorry about that. I thought it was, yeah. I thought it was last night. Man. Okay. Decline. Mother Tree of Desire's abnormal interest in the Grey Fog, as well as Emperor Rosel's warning to be careful of the moon, which made him, who was determined to figure out the secret of transmigration and the Door of Light, take note of matter involving the Rose School of Thought and the Primordial Moon Believer. Cattleya never expected the world to offer his help. She then nodded. All right, if I'm unable to handle it, I will seek your help. Through Mr. Fool. She had deliberately added through Mr. Fool to inform the two newcomers that the Tarot Club had a magical way of contacting each other, and there was no need to be stumped in the dilemma. That's actually rather sweet of Cattleya. I wouldn't have expected that of her. Because when Cattleya walked in, she was like, oh, this is a Beyonder gathering for low sequencers. Ugh. This is so below me. But now she's like, no. If you need help, you contact Mr. Fool, okay? He will provide assistance. Yeah, she got punished and she came around real quick. She was like, damn, bro, okay, I need to be more careful. As the pirate admiral with the highest bounty across the 5 seas, and as a pirate crew leader of hundreds of subordinates, she wasn't doing this out of goodwill, nor was she worried that the two newcomers would affect the progress of the gathering. Instead, it was a way to assert dominance. Oh, never mind, she's such a bitch. First time seeing you choose the right chat. Thunder, you gotta remember, bro, I just pick a number at random. I go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then I stop there. Hey, how's it going, man? Of course, unless the time was of the essence, leaving Cattleya no time to set up a ritual. She would, in fact, rather summon Gehrman's messenger than trouble Mr. Fool. Seek help through the Fool? Gio vaguely understood. Seek help through the Fool? Leonard's thoughts raced as he made a guess. Seeing that someone had begun, he began relaxing a little and said, I need a mystical item. What kind? Audrey asked. I don't know. He only had such a plan, but hadn't thought about it carefully. Only then did he realize that this was the possibility of being pulled into the gathering. Doesn't know? Is he an idiot? The fool, Klein, who knew Leonard's casual nature, resisted the urge to laugh and criticize him. Do you still believe chat when it comes to tips? Oh yeah, I trust you guys wholeheartedly. Why? Because you guys help me and yourselves. It's like our interests align very, very great. So I always listen when you guys tell me to. Because you guys tell me like out of assholeness. Because you guys are like, listen. Like, okay, you should end there, okay? It's like a great place to end. But secretly, it's like a horrible dog shit fucking cliffhanger. Well, that's great for me too, you know? Because the cliffhangers mean more people show up to the next stream. So it's kind of like a mutually assured interest. So I don't mind. Seeing everyone's gazes fall on him with a mixed expression, Leonard felt embarrassed as he added, I mean, there's no limit on the type. As long as it's geared towards offense, has rather stealth-oriented attributes, and lesser negative effects, it'll be fine. Read to the end of Volume 5 next stream? 5-day stream is going to be peak? No, not 5 days. It's like 200, it's like 150 chapters at this, no, 200 chapters at this point. 200 chapters. I'll probably do it in like 3 days if I had to. Am I going to? Fuck no. Wait, can you guys not hear the music? Is it too quiet? Is that better? Bug, how's it going, man? How you doing? It's good? Okay, maybe it's too loud now. I don't know. Okay, maybe that's too loud then. I don't know. Give us a 3D. No, Milos, that's not happening. Doesn't know. This was to boost the nightmare's control to the fullest extent. At times, he could control a target by himself, while Pala Zoroast controlled a mystical item, giving the dazed opponent a lethal strike. Once he became a spirit warlock with a natural spirit wraith or shadow sealed in his teeth to aid him, he could do 2 or 3 things at a time. Roughly what level is needed, Alger asked. Corresponding to sequence 5 or 6, somewhere around a grade 2 sealed artifact, but slightly stronger. At that moment, a thought flashed through Cattleya Alger Gio's mind. Mr. Star is an official Beyonder, or at least he once was. I'm reading. Honestly, you could upload the crash out, you get the cliffhangers as shorts. Oh, that's actually a great idea. Dude, I need to start posting shorts. I've been saying this for fucking weeks, and I'm so fucking lazy, I just don't. Because, like, between this and, like, writing scripts for videos, I'm so fucking tired. I never get around to making shorts. It's crazy, but I do need to. You've been listening to music for more than 16 hours a day on average? So, assuming you sleep 8 hours a day, from the second you wake up to the second you go to bed, you're listening to music. Actually kind of based. Mine doesn't give me a number like that, but bro, if it did, I would. Mine would probably average at the very least like 5 or 6 hours a day. I like my whole day, like I listen to music. From their point of view, although Beyonders didn't belong to official organizations would at times use the concept of grades when describing artifacts, they wouldn't use such a vague description. One would often choose a method of explaining that was more direct and easier, so the conclusion had appeared rather easily. This way, things turned way more interesting. Mr. World, actually very familiar with an official Beyonder. How did they get to know each other? Why would he rope in an official Beyonder? At this moment, Alger tersely acknowledged a mystical item at sequence 5 costs 9,000. For your request, it can typically exceed 12,000. Very frank, Leonard nodded. I understand. After hearing his reply, Klein's face nearly face-palmed. Aren't you showing your hidden card to the Hanged Man? I dare bet that if he has something suitable, the price will exceed 12,000. Aside from the 7,000 from Tinder, Leonard also has other savings. With the guidance of a grandpa from the Marauder pathway, he's likely amassed quite a bit of fortune. Wait, are we saying that Pala Zoroast is like, hey, like I'm getting the urge, man. Can we go robbing? And then he robs a bank at night or some bullshit? I get it. He's not afraid of being fleeced because he can still purchase from the Hermits of Fate. He can compare their prices and traits from both sides, but the problem is that gathering only happens once every 6 months. At this moment, Klein couldn't help but consider items to the dear poet that had repeated effects or were of little use to a demigod. He then heard the Hanged Man reply, "Alright, I'll keep an eye out for you." Okay, Catley and the other members expressed their stance as well. Following that, there weren't any more transactions, and it naturally progressed into the free exchange. Without waiting for the Hanged Man to inquire, Derek raised his hand and said, "I'm already back in the City of Silver. The chief has informed us that we will begin another round of preliminary explorations of the Giant King's Court shortly. Does this mean that I should make use of this time in advance to a Priest of Light?" Giant King's Court? Exploration of the King's Court? Leonard cast his gaze on the prepubescent youth. Merlin, you're heading out, man? Alright, thanks for popping by. Have a great rest of your day or night. I'll catch you hopefully for the night stream. From what he knew, the Giant King's Court had been destroyed long ago in the Second Epoch. Pala Zoroast, as an angel, had already said that it had vanished from the rivers of time. But to his surprise, the sun was about to explore the area. And yet no one else was astonished, not one of them. Leonard subconsciously looked at Miss Justice, who was also a newcomer, or Miss Judgment, who was also a newcomer, but realized that she was apparently aware of this. Miss Magician has privately kept Miss Judgment up to speed. Only Leonard doesn't know. The fool leaned into Klein's seat. After he pulled Leonard above the grey fog and assigned him the card, he had ignored him. He didn't even write to him or introduce the Tarot Club's general instructions to him. Oh, he's so mean. Compared to women, men aren't as meticulous. Klein was about to control the world to explain to the star Leonard when he saw the moon glance at the poet beside him and say, "The giant king's court is in the forsaken land of the gods." After saying that, he ignored Leonard and said to the sun, "Have you obtained the ingredients to the priest of light?" He knew that someone had only received this formula a week or two ago. "Yes, I got it from Mr. World," Derek answered. At this moment, Leonard smiled. Forsaken land of the gods, giant king's court. He had a feeling that he had walked out of fantasy or myth. He reassessed his knowledge of the Tarot Club, realizing the weight of the simple words. The members come from different places. Leonard is getting hazed. I know, he's such a bitch. He's like, "Hey, you know how much of a hassle you gave me when we were Nighthawks? Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you back, brother." Klein bringing sexist reasons for his being a bad friend. Even the churches of the 7 deities can't find the forsaken land of the gods, but the Tarot Club can, and has even roped in a member from there. Right, Isaac Eggers, who I believe wields the death card, doesn't appear at the gatherings. Apart from the members here, there are others that directly come under Mr. Fool. It's as I imagined. It's a secret organization that might develop into an Orthodox church. Not much weaker than the Aurora Order or the Rose School of Thought. We're actually a lot weaker than the Aurora Order or the Rose School of Thought, but I get the rationale. This is a divine council. Amidst his thoughts, Aldrich agreed with Derek's guess. That's what it is. Exploring the Giant King's court is very dangerous. He wishes that you grow quickly to resist the Shepherd Elder. I get it. Thank you, Mr. Hanged Man. Derek nodded. He then shared information about what he saw in Noe City, leaving Leonard and Gio dumbfounded. They had no idea how such a strange state and atmosphere could be kept. However, the fool noticed something familiar. He felt that Noe City and Foggy Town resembled each other. The crowd walking was suspected to be lifeless marionettes. Could it be that there's a high sequence of the seer pathway, or some monster there? Klein didn't say a word as he took note of the city. I think so, because I think it was mentioned that it was right at the edge of Flagrea's domain, Noise City. And I feel like that would have some like mid or like high, like maybe like a sequence 4 or some item of the seer pathway. And then the more you go into the Flagrea's city or like her domain or whatever, the more and more stuff you're going to get. I feel like Klein is eventually going to have to go to the Forsaken Land of the Gods. He might have to go as like a spirit or something. And then explore Flagrea's domain. Or I guess maybe he could go through the spirit world if he could find it. But I doubt it. Or is it her? Is Flagrea a girl? Fuck, man, I can never remember this shit. Could it be? No. At this moment, Gio glanced at the world and said, showcasing some goodwill, MI9 has recently been investigating Gearman Sparrow's origins. The Fool's Sigh, 960. I pray for you today. Really, if you think about it, so there's a female pathway and there's a male pathway, right? There's the Demoness pathway, or no, sorry, I gotta start calling them by their sequence error names. There's the Primordial Demoness pathway, and there's the is it the Red Priest? That's the sequence error, right, of the Hunter pathway? Yes, okay. But then the Seer pathway is kind of... No, not the Seer. The Fool pathway is kind of either or, no? Because if Klein and his marionettes are one, which is the case at Bizarro Sorcerer, isn't it the case that if Klein's body died and he had a female marionette, he could go into their body and then he would be a woman Is that not how that would... I mean, obviously he could... I don't know if he could use the faceless powers to become a different gender, because I think it was mentioned at Faceless that he was unable to affect the nether regions. So I don't know. I don't know if someone has an answer for that, or if I don't know if you guys even can answer that. I don't know if I want to know. There's so much stuff. Upon hearing the name Gehrman, all the members on both sides of the table looked at the world. He could change the look, but not the functionality. Yeah, so like if he died and then one of his marionettes that was alive was a woman and he went to their body, he would be a woman. Now, again, he could technically just get a male marionette and then go back to them and then transform into a guy. That's fine. Why are you so... I'm not, bro. I was just saying, like, there's a male pathway and there's a female pathway. And now there's like a... And now the seer pathway is kind of... all, nothing, something. I don't know. Thank you, Milos. The more or less they knew that the crazy adventurer Gehrman had once again done something huge, such as killing Admiral Hell. However, Audrey didn't believe that this was the main reason why he would suffer the mental problems. And the way they acted made Leonard instantly realize a fact: everyone in the Tarot Club knew the world was Gehrman. Klein's disguise is really well done, but why does he let the other members know if his identity is Gehrman? Isn't it common sense to hide one's background at such a gathering? Amidst his puzzlement, Leonard held the blurry figure the world's reply. What clues have they obtained? They have confirmed that the identity of Gehrman is fabricated and it was sourced from Backland. Indeed, he was previously known as Sherlock. He became Gehrman after leaving Backland. But Sherlock isn't real either. Leonard subconsciously surveyed the area and realized that although the other members weren't surprised, they didn't seem to show any signs of realizing it. Hence, he believed that that their knowledge of Klein was only at the uppermost surface. Under Klein's control, the world Gehrman chuckled and answered Misjudgment's information. There's no need to bother about such matters. To him, to figure out who the fake identity of Gehrman was given to, one had to first capture Queen Mystic, or obtain the news of Sharon from her. Clearly, the difficulty of either made it impossible. In comparison, if they did the same with Leonard, starting off from the offense in which Detective Sherlock Moriarty was involved, there's a chance of them figuring out more. However, since MI9 had chosen the wrong direction, Klein was happy to let them. The seer demigod can't change their gender, but the one interacting with them can never be sure of their gender? Unless they saw the nether regions. No, even then, because I guess you don't know if they're in a marionette. Yeah, I guess I see your point, yeah. They exist outside the realm of, outside the social construct of genders. Will you do a night stream for episode 5? Fuck yeah, yeah. Again, if you guys have any difficulties with like getting getting the fucking thing on, or having a watch party or whatever, let me know. I'm happy to stream it on the Discord after the YouTube channel, or what? After the stream. Holy fuck! I'm like running on fucking fumes here. Jesus Christ. After the stream is finished, I'm happy to run it on the Discord like we did last time. I don't know how Nagito's internet is doing. I know Ramiro tried to run it last time, but I heard there were some issues, so I don't know. Klein's disguise. No. Mr. World is unperturbed and very confident. Gio retracted her gaze. Mr. World, will you be returning to Backland in the future? Will you still use the identity of Dwayne Dantas? As a qualified psychiatrist, she obviously wasn't going to inform the mental problems of the world to other members. She only wanted to confirm if he would still return to the Bursary Foundation. That way, she could be in close contact with him in the real world, allow for a better checkup. She didn't conceal the matter about Dwayne since the founding members already knew of it. As for Mr. Starr, he was already familiar with the world, and as for Gio, she had Forrest inform her ahead of time. Upon hearing Miss Justice's words, Leonard couldn't believe his ears. Klein is equivalent to Dwayne? I once asked Dwayne to his face about Klein. No, it's impossible. Dwayne is an undying creature who's lived since the fourth epoch. The way he acted is sufficient proof. The old man said the same. At the same time, Leonard was unable to control his emotions. He instinctively rejected the fact that the Justice conveyed. If what appeared here was astral projection, he felt that his expressions would be rather obvious. Opposite Leonard, Gio looked up, staring at the world in puzzlement. He's Dwayne Dantes? Dwayne is Gehrman? I accepted his butler's mission. I even protected him. I even pitied him. He could just squish me with one hand. I didn't dare to say too much about Mr. World. I could only briefly mention him. Forrest turned her eyes away in guilt as she mumbled. Miss Magician and Miss Judgment knew each other in the real world. Miss Judgment had once interacted with Dwayne before, but she didn't know that he was Gehrman. As a senior spectator, Audrey noticed the abnormalities of the Star and the Judgment, and immediately understood that she had made too many assumptions. Audrey, you need to reflect on this, she said to herself. Dwayne is a public identity. At times it will be Mr. World, and at times it will be others. It will be the other blessed of the fool occasionally. So that's how it is. That makes sense. Leonard's mind stirred as he instantly accepted Miss Justice's explanation. The Dwayne that appeared during the period before the breaching of the St. Samuel Cathedral was likely Klein. The periods before and after was another blessed, the Death Console? Indeed, he's an undying creature who's lived since the fourth epoch. Bro, we're just making shit up here? This is crazy. You have to be on a bus for 15 hours tomorrow, Leo-san? Jesus Christ, yeah, go get some rest, man. Good luck on your travels. Yes, it might be that the other blessed I'm not aware of, but their levels aren't too low. Other blessed. Does that mean Klein is also Mr. Fool's blessed? No wonder Mr. Fool said that he comes and participates in the gathering, but the experiences are different from mine. It's because he's blessed and enjoys the benedictions of Mr. Fool. He also has the ancient aura. It's why the old man doesn't realize that Dwayne is played by different people. That explains my previous question. But to Miss Judgment, Dwayne's reaction, Dwayne being a public identity or him being Gehrman was not her concern. The reason why she overreacted was that she felt embarrassed at her thoughts. Seeing the atmosphere return normal, Klein heaved a sigh of relief and controlled the world to answer Miss Justice's question. Yes, when the time comes, there might be another matter that needs all of your help. He started an ORV stream? Is he reading Omniscient Reader's viewpoint? When he finished the second half of his sentence, the world swept his gaze across the Justice, the Magician, the Hanged Man, the Moon, and the Star. He has plans for something in Backland. Audrey instantly understood what the world was getting at. The webtoon? Oh, like the manhwa? Oh, it's a oh, I see. He uploaded a video of chapter 1 of ORV. The manhwa or the web novel? Oh, novel. Okay. I have not read the ORV novel. Well, I'm curious how he does it, because I thought about it, but like I don't know how manhwas I would do as videos or streams, because like so much of it is like in the visuals, and I can't show that unless he is. All the same. He read the prologue novel when he was at Anime Expo. I see. Okay. She was excited because she was about to participate in a secret gathering that all participants didn't have any ties with, to the point of not even knowing each other. This was something she always looked forward to. Her worries stemmed from whether the operation would have any threats to Backlund's safety or bring harm to the innocent. As for danger over it, she wasn't too worried. She believed that the Mr. World would arrange for the mission to be held in the outskirts of the city, provide key information, or cause serious misdirection. Emlyn was the second person to read between the lines. Will it be troublesome, he thought? Can't you use light filters like with the Donghua? Maybe, Nightwalker. I don't actually know. If we could, what would you guys want to read? Can we read T-Bait? Nah, you guys probably aren't T-Bait fans. What could we read? ORV? My problem, bro, I could read ORV, but my problem with ORV is I've already read so much of it. Didn't you promise me you so go? Fuck, yes I did. Oh, ORV's peak as fuck, Romero. My problem is I've read like a decent bit of the manhwa. So, I mean, I'm happy to start it again. I don't remember too much. I remember the basic premise. I remember the returner, the guy with the black coat or whatever. Like, I remember a decent bit of stuff, but like I also don't remember a lot, so I'm not doing Reverend Insanity since I know fucking shot. I'm gonna be fucking reading that shit for 18 years. No shot. The World then said, I recently received news that the traitor of the Evernight Church, Archbishop In Zongwil, was killed in the West Balam. Before that, he had already become a demigod. As for the sealed artifact 008, which was stolen, it was unknown whose hands it was in. The only thing that can be certain was that the battlefield was cleared by the Church of the Evernight. The Hankman is very updated on the news. It's only been a few days. The church should have kept this confidential. This was the first time Audrey and company were learning of the news. They could only determine that the matter was rather important from the word Archbishop, 008 and Demigod, but it had nothing to do with them, so they weren't too intrigued. As for Cattleya, she had a deep impression and understanding of Grade 0 sealed artifacts. They planned on seeking out information on this via Queen Mystic. Amidst the brief silence, the fool extended his hand and rapped the edge of the table. He felt that he needed to warn all members. The times have changed as a result. The times have changed. In Zongwil's matter is key to something? Although it involves a Grade 0, Alger, who had just shared the news, never expected the Mr. Fool to place such emphasis on it. Reverend said, yes, I did hear that Nightwalker. If they get the manhwa remake, I will read that, though. That'll be cool. Bro, read Solo Leveling? I've already read it, unless you guys want to read Ragnarok with me. I've not read Ragnarok, but as soon as I said those words, I feel like 40 people just left chat, so yeah. There's only 2 chapters of the RIFN manhwa done? Oh, okay, cool. Leonard, who was participating in the matter regarding Ints, felt the same. He knew how important the terrifying Grade 0 artifact was, but never knew that it would affect the times. Since Audrey and company wore blank looks, they focused completely. Even Derek couldn't help but take on an attentive posture. The fool surveyed the area and said with a laugh, Adam is one step closer to becoming divine. You're caught up with the Lord of the Mysteries manhwa? Fuck, no, I'm not even caught up with that, bro. My problem with reading manhwas that come out, like, weekly or whatever the fuck they do, is, like, it's, like, 6 minutes worth of fucking content, and then it's, like, and then I have to wait a week for it, and I'm like, kill me. So I don't. It's the same reason that, like, I have a hard time watching One Piece weekly, because I'm like, ugh, I'll wait for, like, a year, and then I'll just watch 40 episodes all together. If you want a good story, you could also play the visual novel House in Fata Morgana. Maybe you could read Elseed. Elseed. I've heard the name. Why have I heard that name? Read JoJo's Part 7? What's Part 7? Oh, Steel Ball Run. Oh. Get to the Bro, we just finished the chapter, Ramiro. What do you mean? Too much stalling. Slay the princess? No. You know what I do want to read? I want to read Kingdom, bro. Oh, yes, that is why I've heard of it. Username. Adam is one step closer to becoming divine. Such a simple sentence. Sent tumultuous waves through every member. Other than Leonard, the other members, including Gio, had been briefed on the important points by the magician. Immediately recalled the information regarding Adam. ASG, the City of Silver's creator's son, blasphemer Amon's brother, suspected to be one of the 8 kings of angels. And he was one step closer to becoming divine. Alright, thanks for popping by, G. Have a great rest of your day, buddy. We can also read I Became an Evil God, or whatever its name was. I've not read the manga, but the novel was good. Kingdom is goated. I'm currently letting chapters build up. Isn't Kingdom finished? Wait, is Kingdom still going? Bro, what? It's still going? That's crazy. This, to make Mr. Fool sigh, it means that Adam is just one short step of reaching his divine throne. Sequence 0. There's a chance that he might make that step at any moment. Alger subconsciously came to a conclusion as he clasped his hands and couldn't help but have his thoughts run through his mind. A true god is about to be born. There are still births of true gods in the 5th epoch. This will be the first true god of this epoch. With deities no longer able to descend upon the land, it's unbelievable that a Sequence 0 would appear. Slay the Princess is pretty sure you can finish in a few hours? Really? Okay. That's a manhwa, I assume? Slay the Princess? Oh, it's a game. It's a visual novel. Oh. We could, if you guys are up for it one day, I could buy this game. We could do this. We could do this one day. If it's like a couple hours, then we can just make like a long stream out of it and just yoink it out in one go, you know? Alger always found himself ambitious, but now, with him setting his sights on Sequence 2 to become an angel, right after hearing Adam, he still found it unacceptable. One had to know that the last one to become a Sequence 0 was the former god of the craftsmanship, presently god of steam and machinery. Since the 5th epoch, over 1,300 years, no one had reached a Sequence 0. It's, yeah. It's no wonder Mr. Fool said that the times will change as a result. Amidst Catlia's scattered thoughts, she suddenly came to a realization that she could see the waves that marked the end of an epoch. Having already gathered the ingredients and being in the process of making preparation... Bro, is Klein becoming the Fool gonna signal the start of the 6th epoch? Is that what it is? Klein ascending on his heavenly throne is what signals the start of the 6th epoch and the 5th and the end of the 5th. Having already gathered the ingredients and being in the process of making preparations for a Sequence 0 ritual, Catlia believed that she had the chance of attaining divinity in the near future. She was still reeling in joy and anticipation and unease, but at this moment she felt a baffling sense of horror. Gio, Forz, and the other members had a myriad of emotions. On the one hand, they were shocked that Adam was attempting to reach divinity. They never expected such a matter to happen in the 5th epoch. On the other hand, they were worried for their present lives, be it Emlyn from the Sanguine or Audrey among the upper class. In such a situation, which had existed for more than 1,000 years, they didn't dare have any sacrilegious thoughts towards true gods. Even when facing evil gods like the true creator, they had a deep sense of fear and awe, acknowledging their existence. In their eyes, the fool was a reawakened ancient god, an existence who sat at the throne of Sequence Zero. One step closer to divinity, becoming a god. Derek was excited, as though he could see the hope that he was striving for. To him, only a Sequence Zero could save the City of Silver. Oh, that's so sweet. Bro, I feel like if we could somehow befriend Adam, like if the fool could somehow like talk to Adam and be like, "Yo, my goat, can we do something about the City of Silver? Your words are like fate, like you speak the future into existence. So can't you just be like, the City of Silver is released from its curse, and then it's just done? Like it would take one sentence, just save him, you know? You seem like a nice fellow. Let's do that." In their eyes, the fool was a reawakened ancient god. Yes. Adam, becoming a god. Although Leonard didn't know who Adam was, just the simple words of being one step closer to divinity was easy to understand. You forgot to add please? This is two people speaking as equals. Please are not necessary. He connects that to the ordinary priest who had appeared after the battle ended and picked up 008. That's Adam, or a subordinate of him? No, 008 is a grade 0 artifact. Only Adam could personally do it with great certainty. It's no wonder the battle with Ince was easier than expected. I thought the best outcome would be me and Klein dragging Ince into hell together. Who the hell is Adam, and why haven't I heard of him? Perhaps a result of being parasitized by an angel, allowing him to know some of the secrets and developments of the Fourth Epoch. Leonard had a deeper understanding of Adam's path to the divine. At this moment, the fool didn't speak again. It was as though he simply was giving a warning to the members to make preparations. Amidst the confusion, the world glanced at the sun and said Adam is the son of the ancient sun god, blasphemer Amon's brother. Leonard jumped in fright. He had a deep impression of Amon, as he had deep trauma because of the old man's description, and Adam was his brother. It's likely that he was at the same level of horror. The reason for him... Wait, no. The world ignored the star's reaction and continued. It can be confirmed that Adam is one of the 8 kings of angels, titled Angel of Imagination. He is ranked on par with the Angel of Time, Amon. The reason for him targeting In Zongwil was to get 008 to make up for any shortfalls on his path to becoming divine, and his plan succeeded. Angel of Imagination. Adam is from the spectator pathway? Audrey instantly connected to the Dragon of Imagination Ankh-Vault's title. She had long known that the Mind Dragon represented the spectator pathway, Emogene. Yeah, fuck you, Nightwalker. I get one misspeak, bro. Come on. One misspeak. Reading a manga where Japan got... the entire country of Japan got isekai'd? Oh, you guys want to know about, like, the gate? You know what the gate reminds me of, Ramiro? The gates from Solo Leveling that monsters appear from. I got you. Haha. There's a Solo Leveling reference. Everything is a Solo Leveling reference. Alger pondered over Gehrman's words as he probed. You seem to have witnessed the matter. The murder of In Zongwil was committed by me and my partner, Gehrman answered. Catlea's mind went blank. She could accept that Gehrman could finish off Admiral Hell, but he killed a demigod? Catlea quickly calmed down. With the King of Angel involved in the battle, it was possible that a Sequence 5 could kill off a heavily injured demigod. Mr. World, have you already become a demigod? Audrey could read the confidence from the world's tone. In the future, all of you can entrust matters involving demigods to me, the world chuckled. Everyone read between the lines he had become a genuine demigod and was the kind who had the ability to kill peers at his level. The aura farming. I am now equal to the heavens. The great sage equal to heaven for real. At that moment, Cattleya became calm. She tried hard to recall everything that she had seen and heard regarding Gehrman. She was certain that he was only a sequence 6 before visiting the ruins of the battlefield of gods. He relied on the glove to match sequence 5. As for Gehrman's search for the mermaids, it implied that it was a requirement for a ritual, and he had indeed advanced to sequence 5. Today, it had been about 3 months since he stepped onto the ruins of the battlefield of gods, and he was already a demigod. This overturned Cattleya's understanding of the world. She wasn't too old, with her age being less than 30, but to reach sequence 5 and gain the title Admiral of Stars, it took her 7 or 8 years. 7 or 8 years? Bro, get good, for real. I forgot to mention earlier, but why is Klein surprised that Alger and the Church of Storm are informed of Inzong will after spamming demigod level power? True. Yeah, by the way, you know what I'm going to do? Next time we do like a theory crafting stream or like a chilled stream, I'm just going to have like I'm just going to play Elden Ring in the background. I'll download I'll get the Elden Ring DLC and then we'll just play that and then we'll just talk. Although the downside to that is talking is going to be rough if I enter a boss arena. I'm just going to be like for 4 hours straight. Thunder, no worries, man. Have a great rest of your day or night. We'll catch you soon. Love seeing those Wiz losing in Elden Ring while crafting. Pushkar, why can't you just wish me luck, bro? You can't just be like, damn, just like, good luck, you'll beat the bosses. Nah, you gotta hit me with the, I love to see you lose. And Bloodborne in the background coming up. Zaku, that would be cool, but Bloodborne isn't on PC. Like, what am I doing, you know? I mean, and I don't have like a Elgato capture thingamajig for my PS5. Do you think that the angels and gods are... How strong do you think... Bro, I don't know. How strong are they? How the fuck am I supposed to know that? Definitely... I would assume angels are like... planetary. And then gods are... I got no clue. Mr. World is so impressive. He became a demigod so quickly. Derek sincerely felt joy. He idolized Mr. World. Audrey was both alarmed and delighted, and finally understood the abnormality in Gehrman's mental state. From the looks of it, his low spirits and depressed feelings happened after he became a demigod. Negative effects of accumulated potions. After becoming a sequence 4 and gaining godhood, he could naturally penetrate more of reality, and realize that he'd been sleeping for a long time. How pitiful. He must have had deep feelings for his family. I'm so envious. Does being Mr. Fool's blessed make one advance quickly? I also wish to become a demigod. Mr. Fool mentions that the times have changed, also leaves me fretting. Aegon, how's it going? Can they beat Goku though? Well, Light Novelist made a video about the power levels as he explained Powerhouse just a few hours ago, but I hate him since he blocked me in his attitude. Oh, cool. You have to fight the bootleg Red Priest, Besmer. Oh, dude. Dude, I am not looking forward to that. That's going to be so... I am so out of practice. Oh, God. You made a new spoiler video? Nice. Man, I gotta send him a message. Be like, hey, homie, can we talk after I'm finished Lord of the Mysteries? Maybe we can have a nice little chat, you know? Huh. I'm so envious. I also want to become a demigod. Emlyn and the others were still in shock. Alger, who had the same feelings, felt deep envy towards Gehrman. As Mr. Fool's blessed, Gehrman's embroiled with the Kings of Angels in 008. It might be more reasonable that it's a mutual plan between Adam and Mr. Fool, the two mythical creatures that existed before the cataclysm. One is awakening and the other is making an advancement. They're coming together. Alder had another idea. Since Adam obtained 008 and opened the door to the divine throne, what about Mr. Fool? How did he benefit? Subconsciously, Alder turned his body and bowed his head at the seat of honor. He didn't dare directly look at the Fool. 962. Being known. Alder, tell us your theories. Yes, Alder theory crafting stream. Let's go. Almost instantly, Alder discovered that Mr. Fool was somewhat different than before. In the past, although Mr. Fool was distant and profound, making him appear unfathomable. Dude, so Alder is just on his knees, giving the Fool a sloppy toppy. Bro, get off your knees. Have some respect for yourself. This is crazy. In the past, Mr. Fool was distant and profound, making him appear No, amnesiac, no! Y'all can't clip me for everything! Although he looked down upon everything from above, it wasn't like how he is now. Even though he wasn't doing anything, he seemed to have fused with the entire space. Sweeping his gaze, Alder saw the third card of blasphemy. Indeed, Mr. Fool and the Angel of Imagination had cooperated to machinate in Zhongwil's demise. One of them obtained 008, while the other obtained the card of blasphemy and regained a portion of his strength. The times will certainly change. The other members undoubtedly noticed him turning his head as they realized that he was looking at Mr. Fool. Mr. Fool was aware of Adam's plot against Ince from the beginning and had sent his blessed to cooperate. He had even provided a certain level of help. If that weren't the case, how could a recently advanced demigod participate in a matter that involves the Kings of Angel? If it weren't the case, Mr. World wouldn't have been able to understand the situation well. Obtaining a card of blasphemy, Mr. World's advancement, Ince's death, and the meeting of Adam, this all happened in a week. This means that the relationship between them is tightly intertwined. My previous intuition was correct. Obtaining a new card of blasphemy and the appearance of an abnormality in Mr. World's mental state were the different outcomes of the same matter. Leonard was increasingly convinced that Ince's matter was more complicated than he had imagined. Apart from Adam, there were likely other important figures of similar levels appearing back then. Otherwise, Amon had no reason to seek out the Fool's help. After all, no matter how powerful a terrifying 008 was, it was incapable of comparing with the blasphemer as described by the old man, as Adam and Amon were likely at par with each other. The evil spirit that Klein pulled into the underworld isn't simple, definitely not something that being from the hunter pathway would be enough to describe with. Klein's participation in the matter regarding Ince isn't solely for revenge, but due to Mr. Fool's order. As Leonard sighed, he didn't generate any negative feelings, but was relieved. From his point of view, this was ordinary. Mr. Fool's agreement in convening such a gathering to establish an organization while hosting it as a deity was not because he solely wished to make the area more lively. He had done so that his goals would be completed by his blessed. Who is scarier, Adam or Amon? I think Adam is scarier, bro. It's crazy. I really think Adam is scary. Like, Amon can steal your fate. That's bad. Okay, that's bad. You slowly wither away. But Adam could just seriously just be walking down the street and be like, and suddenly a meteor hit him out of fucking nowhere, and you're dead. Splattered across a fucking meteor that didn't exist 4 seconds ago. Like, what? Okay. You're Klein, you step into the spirit world and you avoid the meteor. Okay. And in the spirit world, an angel level creature who was hungry came across this weary traveler and bit his head off. Okay, somehow you have a fucking characteristic, or you have a artifact, and you've managed to, run away from the angel. Okay. And suddenly, he realized that his sealed artifact was hungry and hadn't been fed in 24 hours, and it began devouring its wearer. Bro, this motherfucker just has to talk. Like, I'm stuck on eternal defense. How do I attack him? He just has to keep talking, and I'm like, what? I'm cooked. Therefore, seeking revenge on In-Zone Will and accepting Mr. Fool's mission was in conflict. The latter didn't reduce the former's meaning and importance. And he's psychologically yeah, exactly. You're just like, what is happening? Am I just getting hit with the shittiest of luck? As far as for why he was relieved, it was because Leonard believed that Mr. Fool's expression of his goals had made it better than having everything chaotic and unknown. He originally had intense awareness of Pala Zoroast because he wasn't aware of his motives. At this moment, Klein didn't say a word. He didn't confirm or deny the members' guesses and theories. He then made the world continue. Adam might have established a very secretive order, and has been secretly steering the development of the times. Many important figures you may never have expected are members of this organization. They would machinate matters one after another. Oh, I feel like the complete opposite to that would be like the arbiter pathway, who would be like, speaking is forbidden. And you're like, oh, we're cooked. Many important figures... Yep, already. Also, after leaving this place, do not say or write Adam's name, including his title. Try not to think about him, because he has the trait of any mention of it will be known. The more you know of him, the more he knows of you. After hearing the world's description, Audrey instantly recalled learning of the mysterious organization from the Fool, the Twilight Hermit Order. Thinking is forbidden. Yes, you have to become a member of the Aurora Order. No more thinking aloud, okay? Just act on instinct. Just whatever. The Angel of Imagination was a member of the Spectator pathway, likewise for 008. Therefore, any mention of it will be known was a Beyonder path, was a power of this pathway at higher sequences. Likewise, the more you know of it, the more it will know of you. Impressive. But won't this be rather noisy? Audrey momentarily looked forward in envy. So the organization behind the assassination of Duke Negan is the organization established by Adam. Aldo was somewhat enlightened. He then began to suspect that the primitive island that they previously explored was related to this organization, because Kilongos had once ventured deep into it and discovered several items. Furthermore, the final disappearance of the island resembled the power of the Dragon of Imagination, as described by the Sun. Easy way to solve it, tell everyone Adam's name. Everyone! There's a guy named Adam, the Angel of Imagine... And then you just get snapped out of existence before you can even finish your sentence. You get fucking Thanos out of existence. He was more convinced that it was the truth, because after this existence in that island, ruin awakened. The only thing that happened was a sigh. He and Gehrman weren't stopped from leaving. So that's how it is. The way important figures set up their ploys are very well concealed. I didn't notice it back then at all. The games between the gods are complicated. Perhaps only a Sequence 1 or a King of Angel are qualified to participate. Forrest had already forgotten the mysterious organization. Only when she heard any mention of it will be known did she recall Duke Negan's assassination. However, she wasn't concerned about this problem or anything else. Back when she was informing Gio of the general situation, she had mentioned Adam's name. Oh. Oh, fours, you're becoming a characteristic so soon. Gone, but never forgotten. She was a traveler characteristic. Didn't even quite make it there, but we had high hopes for her. Adam has the trait of any mention of it will be known. Gio and I are known by him. Fours instantly felt horrified. She had learned that Adam was the name of the creator from Ma'am Hermit. Adam was the name of the son of the creator from Ma'am Hermit. Furthermore, she had never emphasized it, not to mention the Kings of Angels' name outside the world. I've already mentioned Adam in the real world, Forrest said. No need to worry, Cattleya personally acknowledged. Although not many people know of Adam and Amon, there's no lack of them. I've mentioned his name several times. As long as the words you mention don't involve secrets, I believe he will only observe you for a moment before casting his gaze elsewhere. Well, yeah, I guess he's not omnipresent. I guess that's something. But damn, Fords, you're gonna have some bad luck, you know. Fords are gonna be the first time Fords becomes a traveler. She enters the spirit world, and Adam goes, "So I heard you talking all that shit," and that's the last thing she hears. Also, the monsters in the sea of ruins of the battlefield of gods is the same as the islands. I didn't say it back then. What? The monsters in the sea of the ruins is the same as the island. Did we see a monk? Did we see a baboon with a crown? How? Cattleya thought for a second. At your sequence, discussing knowledge at that level is strange. However, if Adam were to delve deeper, you would realize you're involved to the Abraham family. And that makes sense. What you need to pay attention to is that any major matters involving the Abraham family will require you to be wary of him. How do I be wary of him? Forced to help us smile as she glanced at the seat of honor. She then looked at the hermit and said, "Thank you for your analysis, Mr. Fool." It was not said by Mr. Fool, but it was said by the hermit. As Mr. Fool hadn't said anything, she decided to believe Ma'am Hermit's words. Klein sighed inwardly at this moment. Back when Cattleya mentioned Adam during the tarot gathering, he wasn't aware that Adam's name wasn't to be verbalized, nor did he know that he was related to the Twilight Hermit Order. It was only when he entered Grozel's travel and learned that from the ascetic snowman about Adam being the angel of imagination did he grasp this point. After seeing Mr. Door's warning from Emperor Rozel's diary and gaining preliminary confirmation, he ultimately lacked the opportunity to warn the members. Furthermore, the way the Archbishop of the Church of Steam casually mentioned Adam's name made him believe that many people in the real world knew of Adam and that it wasn't taboo. Furthermore, Adam might not be his full name. He wasn't in a rush to guide the conversation, but was waiting for an opportunity. Today, he had confirmed that with the early development of the Tarot Club, he could match Adam's organization. Whoa. Knowing 008's trait, Leonard wasn't surprised that Adam had a similar trait. Well, yeah, you're putting too much faith in the Tarot Club, Emlyn. We're not at Adam's level at all. We lose every time, okay? Knowing 008's trait, Leonard wasn't surprised that Adam had a similar trait. He was more concerned about the organization with many important figures participating, as well as the Abraham family, which Ma'am Hermit mentioned. He had once heard Pala Zoroast mention this family standing in the 4th epoch was very high. Zaza, alright, have a great rest of your day, buddy. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? I gotta run to the washroom and then we'll do the last 2 chapters, okay? I'm so hungry. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta take a piss. What do you mean I take too long, bro? I was gone for like 2 seconds. Yeah, when is that on-screen chat from? That is kind of crazy, though. I fucking hate... Whatever, it's fine. What do you mean Bro, I was gone for like a minute. Okay. According to what Leonard knew, wait, no, I gotta change the title first. Crap baskets. By the way, could you make a thumbnail with you? Oh, that is true. That would be pretty cool. I gotta figure out how to do that. Because the problem is I mean, I can probably figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's fine. That would be pretty cool. That would look pretty cool. The problem with intelligence. Yes, let me tell you about the problems with intelligence. I got no clue. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as a bag of bricks. I don't know. Gotcha. According to what Leonard knew, amongst the major families of the Fourth Epoch's Tudor Empire, the Abraham family was ranked first, even stronger than the Amon family. Of course, he couldn't be certain if the Amon family didn't have any members, that it was filled with the Son of God's avatars. That's what I said! That's what I said! Let's go! That was the theory! We're so good, boys! We're so good! We're so good! What if the Amon family is just Amon? There's like 800. The Amon toilet theory. It gets brought up in reality. We're goated. The ATT. Okay. Since Miss Magician is an important member of the Abraham family, everyone here isn't to be trifled with. Is this a protagonist of so-called is this a gathering of so-called protagonists? Leonard first sighed before he made a self-deprecating comment. Derek didn't say a word, nor did he make the connection. He just listened to the world's description. To him, the other members were in the outside world. Regardless of what happened, it had little to do with him. Only matters regarding kings of angels were something to be concerned with. After all, Ouroboros, Sasrier, Medici had all left traces around the City of Silver. As for Amon, he had personally visited him. After everything quieted down, Derek couldn't help but consider certain matters. Any mention of it will be unknown. How do I inform the chief? Or is it fine to not saying something for now? I'll just imagine that Amon is the son of the Creator and that he has another brother. If the City of Silver were to encounter some disaster, would Adam be able to hear us if I said his name? Would he be able to enter the Forsaken City of Silver? What? Wait. Okay. What Dr. Z meant as in the battlefield of God's area, where you disappear if you don't sleep, also has the disappearing monster made out of imagination? Dr. Z saying that the monster in the Sea of the Ruins, Dragon and Grizel's travel, and that island could possibly... Oh, I see, Dr. Z. Okay, I see. Thank you, Nightwalker. Thank you, IE, and thank you, Dr. Z. Okay. After everyone quieted down, Wait, could he, Derek thought, could he enter the Forsaken Land of the Gods? With this in mind, Derek suddenly felt ashamed. This was because in such situations, the honorific name he should chant was Mr. World, or Mr. Fool, good lord. At this moment, the world spoke again. Although War Angel Medici has long perished, he isn't completely dead. The soul he left behind has fused with the souls of the ancestors of two major families, Sauron and Einhorn, forming an evil spirit. During the death of Inzongwil, there were traces of his appearance. Klein had specially brought this up to firstly pass the information to the Evernight Church via Leonard, and to remind the Hanged Man to take note. After all, he had been to Bansi twice, possibly embroiling himself with their Red Angel. that evil spirit was War Angel Medici, Leonard was taken aback. Later, setting off from the titles of War Angel and Angel of Imagination, he suspected that he was another king of angel in its former life. And such an evil spirit had been taken to the underworld without putting up any resistance. The old man's level is higher than I imagined. The evil spirit must have been weakened by Adam, or perhaps even by the Fool, before Ma'am Daly and I arrived. Otherwise, there's no way we could handle it. What was Adam doing back then? There weren't any signs of him during the entire battle. Could it be that there was another figure at the level of a King of Angel holding Adam back? Yes. There were 3 Kings of Angels present there, right? There was Adam, Medici, and Ouroboros. Leonard felt tumultuous waves swishing through his heart as he forgot to observe the reactions of the other members. Medici, he perished and became an evil spirit. Bansi was the place his descendants lived. He was the founder of Rose Redemption. Alger quickly lined up the pieces. The mural I saw must have been drawn by that evil spirit. Gearman got me to head to Bansi Harbor to search for traces in order to grasp that terrifying spirit's location. Thankfully, I didn't destroy that mural, or I might have taken notice of him. While Alder sighed in relief, he felt more alert. He planned on getting on the Blue Avenger to leave Bansi Harbor and head for the northern front of the Sonia Sea. Audrey, Catley, and the other members sighed inwardly as they attentively listened without making too many connections. This is because the matter the world was describing contained information with rich and key points. Rich? Someone's talking about Audrey over here? After sharing the information that everyone needed to take note of, the world chuckled. That's about it. After a moment, Emlyn straightened his back and looked ahead. An important figure from my kind will arrive in Backland, and a meeting with me has been arranged. How should I deal with him? Him? Another angel? Leonard felt numb as he noticed something. Mr. Moon had mentioned the concept of his kind. He's a sanguine? Don't tell me he's Emlyn White from the Harvest Church. Leonard couldn't help but look at the Moon's side profile and notice a few more times that he was almost certain that he was indeed Emlyn. Without any doubts, Emlyn noticed the star sizing him up, just as Audrey was surprised and excited to confirm that Mr. Star suddenly realized he knew Mr. Moon. Did I say something? The star seems astonished. Does he know me in the real world? Do I know him? He tried subconsciously to sniff, trying to catch a scent of the new member, but the gray fog ensured that he couldn't. Bro, he's trying to sniff him. Are you a dog? As he surveyed the area and waited for the hanged man, the hermit, and the world to provide him with an analysis, he tried hard to recall if he had met someone like the star. Gradually, he felt a sense of familiarity, but he couldn't recall who it was. At this moment, Audrey recalled another matter. The star and the world know each other, and the star knows the moon. Then does Mr. World know the moon? Sniff the fog. And the fog, as we know, has been confirmed, my mad 3UB, are Mr. Fool's farts. Oh my god. This is it. She subconsciously sized up the person at the lower end of the table, but she failed to get any read from the world. As for Alger, he turned to look at the moon for a few seconds. He then said with some deliberation, Mr. Fool just mentioned that the times are changing. Although the important members of the Sanguine might not know the ins and outs, at their level, they are more or less able to make preparations. Snort the fog. Oh, a true Frenchman. The reason that this important figure wishes to meet you is a probing action and surveillance. You just need to act as you usually do. But there will be some tests and missions. As I imagined. Emlyn nodded and said thank you to the hanged man. With his question answered, Forrest finally spoke. Mr. Moon, the intelligence you gave regarding the abandoned castle was problematic. There were 2 ancient wraiths, but in the underground area was a door. Sealed behind the door is a powerful corruptive power. As long as one enters the region where the wraiths are, they'll be corrupted. Emlyn frowned. He wasn't enraged, as he instead felt that her description was right. If the person who had provided the intelligence knew that there were wraiths, he couldn't have ignored the door. As a cultured and noble sanguine, Emlyn never wished for anyone to incur any loss or harm. Because of his mistakes or neglect, he was rather perturbed by this as he said, "I will investigate the source and get back to you." As Forrest returned safely, she didn't mind it too much. She tersely answered, indicating that she was waiting for the outcome. Wait, who did Emlyn get this information from? Did one of his fellow sanguine give it to him to try to get him killed? As for being saved by Mr. Fool, with it happening once a month or even twice a month, she had already lost count. She was prepared to do anything Mr. Fool instructed her to do in the future. Bro, the vampires hates Emlyn, eh? They're like, bro, get him killed. Fuck this guy. Another blood parasite. After they finished their conversation, Audrey asked, "Do you know what about that corruptive force?" "I don't know her head." I don't know either. Forrest shook her head. I don't know her head. Great, yeah, love that. With Mr. Fool not sharing any information, and how she didn't have any Roselle diary entries to exchange, Audrey retracted her gaze and attentively listened to the conversation. After a while, the learning segment came to an end as the Tarot Club drew to a close. The members stood up and bowed at the Fool. This time, Leonard didn't appear too slow. The dark red lights dissipated as they returned to the real world. In front of him was a red glove he hadn't worn. At this moment, the slightly aged voice sounded in his mind. Whose dream did you enter a moment ago? The old man has woken up. He didn't immediately answer. Say, is it possible that at certain times Dwayne Dantes is Isaac Eggers who's disguised with a particular item? You reminded me. Isaac Eggers does have a mask that allows him to transform into anyone, Pala Zoroast said. Oh, this was a mask that Isaac had. I don't know if he currently has it, but this was a mask that he mentioned, right? Isaac said that like he had a mask that allowed him to transform, so he killed someone's son and then became the son or some bullshit. Medici's cause of death? What a good chapter to end on. No, Isaac said he threw it away. Oh, cause he hated who he became. I see. Okay, last chapter. I'm so hungry. Do you guys notice this? I feel like I'm so hungry on stream recently. Holy shit. I've started going to the gym again, so I feel like that's probably a big cause of it. I hadn't been going for the last little bit because my mom and dad weren't home, so I had to help out with the niece and nephew, so I didn't have time to go. But now that I'm going again, I'm so much more hungry. Alright, bye Pushkar. We're just going to finish this last chapter and close out soon. Thanks for staying for so long, man. This is the reason you're getting fat? Your mom doesn't think so, Nightwalker. By the way, I'm gonna see if the Romero, are you here by chance? As expected, after confirming his hypothesis, Leonard didn't harp on the matter as he returned to the topic at hand. Old man, didn't you ask whose dream I entered? Yes, on the day we sought revenge against Inzongwil, Amon's brother and a king of angel appeared. In his mind, the slightly aged voice didn't immediately reply. After a few seconds, there was a sigh. It's just as I expected. Matters related to 008 will attract Adam. Thankfully, I chose to sleep ahead of time. Old man, you said his name. You know of Adam straight. However, me mentioning him doesn't matter. He will only imagine that someone else is thinking of him. Of course, there's no need for you to know too much. That'll definitely make you occasionally think of it. Once that happens too frequently or at a close distance, Adam will know of it, like 008. Ooh, do you think I should try removing the background of the member badges you guys have, like I do with the emotes? Because like I'm coming to realize that like the For's emote is just hard. Is so hard to see because like the white on her skin and like blonde hair makes it so hard to see. So should I try remove? And same with the Roselle, even for that matter, if I can. I don't know if I can, because like removing the background is kind of actually a hassle. But like, oh, Sharon, did I say Force? Yes, apologies. Sorry. Yeah, for Sharon and even for Roselle. So, furthermore, 008's influence is limited to a city, while Adam's is the entire world. As horrifying as Amon, another horror. Leonard composed himself as he stopped thinking about Adam. Old man, did you not sleep because you were weak, but because you were afraid of encountering Adam? It was both reasons, but they don't contradict one another. After giving you the worms of time, my condition deteriorated again. Under such circumstances, how do I deal with the King of Angel and conceal my existence? I am old and feeble. There's no need for such developments. It was necessary for me to hide. Amon and his brother should be older than you. ASG is an ancient god before the cataclysm. That is to say, because of your act of sealing yourself and sleeping, the Kings of Angel didn't discover a problem with me? It was both reasons? Yeah, that's a lie for sure. He was just scared. He was like, I'm not taking the chance, bro. No, it was discovered, Palace chuckled. Leonard's expression sank. You were very close to him. Did you think you could hide from a King of Angel who has accommodated the Spectator Pathway's uniqueness? Besides, you likely cried out, old man, impolitely at the most critical moment. You heard it? No, I don't have to hear it, but I know what you would do. How could I not be aware what kind of person you are, you fucking coward? I added that last little bit, but he wants to say it, so it's all good. Adam definitely knows that you've been parasitized, but as I've sealed myself and was asleep, he doesn't know who it was. The demigods with such abilities aren't many. But it's also not a very tiny number. Is that so? Leonard instantly heaved a sigh of relief, as he was most worried about Adam seeing the old man and informing Amon. Old man, what's a King of Angel? Those that exceed sequence 0 but have yet to become a deity. If we were specifically talking of the 8 Kings of Angels, apart from those that meet the previous definition, they are the ones who served the ancient sun god. But what does it mean to exceed sequence 1 but not become a deity? How is it achieved? By accommodating the so-called uniqueness? During the battle for revenge with Inzongwil, I faced immense adversity, to the point of not being able to look at my enemy head-on, much less use the luck siphon charm. When seeking your help failed, I chose to chant the honorific name of the Fool, and received a response. After everything ended, I find myself above the grey fog, in a giant palace. You met the Fool? So the Fool is a person that's existed. It's not just Klein. The Fool was a person that existed before, too. And the fact that he didn't contradict the Grey Fog or the Palace or whatever seems to imply that the Fool... Yeah, no, I know that, Ramiro. I get that. But the fact that he didn't say anything or think anything of the Grey Fog or the Palace seems to imply that the old Fool also existed above the Grey Fog. Could I have been wrong? Maybe it's not ASG that's trying to become Klein. Well, I don't know how I put this previously, but like previously I thought ASG was trying to reincarnate in Klein's body, but maybe it's the Fool trying to trying to reincarnate in Klein's body. Yeah, sure, Dr. Z, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. But I was just, since we didn't know anything at that point, I didn't say much. But like the old fool, you mean yourself? No, I mean you. It's fine. Yeah. I mean me, Justin. Sorry, it's the whole you're not you when you're hungry. I am so on edge, bro. Say something. I'm so rearing to go right now. I'm so hungry. I just fuck. Yes, his aura is vastly deeper than the sea, loftier than the mountains. His figure was cloaked in a grey fog, preventing anyone from seeing it. Leonard recalled his encounter in a poetic manner. He established an organization, holding a divine council. Every Monday afternoon, I'm already one of the members. The fool allowed you to tell me this? Yes. Old man, do you know him? No. But I can roughly guess of his origins. You don't have to ask what it is, because I won't tell you. This might be an opportunity for you. Otherwise, it'll be difficult for you to become a demigod. Old man, is there another king of angel known as War Angel Medici? Yes. You can also refer to him as the Red Angel, but he has long perished. You were even close to where he died. Where? Leonard asked. Are the memories of you people from the Evernight pathway so feeble? I recall your goddess wasn't like that. So that sentence in my mind means that Pallas Zoroast likely knew Evernight before she became a goddess, before she became a Sequence Zero. He likely knew her. Do you still remember the ruins beneath Backland? The Tudor-Truonst United Empire? The one where Alista Tudor became Blood Emperor? Yes. The remnant soul of Medici fused with the two angels of the Sauron family and the Einhorn family, becoming a brand new evil spirit. Pallas repeated Leonard's words in disbelief. After that, he couldn't hide his amusement. The three of them were absolute arch enemies, the kind that can't stand each other. To think they're fused in death. Fused as one. It must be quite lively. When do you think Evernight became a Sequence Zero? Well, so it must have been after... It must have been after the Lord of Storm and stuff. When did the Lord of Storm become a king of... okay. When did... Okay. I think that was in the 3rd epoch or something? Start reading that shit. Shido, finish Lord of the Mysteries first, bro. ORV is long as fuck. Don't get me wrong, ORV is awesome, but do you recall the... Yeah, I recall the creation myth, yeah. But then... But the mural didn't involve her. But then, that's so weird. It also says the Evernight Goddess protected humanity from the cataclysm. Is that false? I don't know what to take of that. In the 4th epoch, she already existed because she was helping the Tudor-Truonst dynasty. Maybe she became one from ASG as well? That's crazy. Sound, how's it going, man? How you doing? I don't know. I'm gonna say late 2nd epoch, early 3rd epoch, probably. I don't know. She was in the mural of the City of Silver. She was in the mural Ouroboros drew. Oh, so maybe she was also King of Angel from the Evernet, from ASG? But then that's so weird to me. How were Adam and Amon the ones who had the highest chance of becoming a god, because they already had uniquenesses, not gods, but fucking everyone else managed to? Like, after their father died, wouldn't they just take the characteristics from him and become a god too? Be like, damn, my go. Love you, Dad, but I'm gonna become a god now. Go to your Evernight lower section. Yeah, I'm there. What's up? All of it? Bro, can we talk about this later? I'm so sleepy. No, I'm so hungry. Fuck. The hungry is actually making me sleepy because Lord of Storm UBS for not claimed to be an organization, whatever. Evernight Church in the past was considered a secret organization. Evernight Goddess, team. In addition, there are reared mermaids, whatever, in addition to the Holy Cathedral. Queen Mystic's up in front. Evernight Goddess, a statue who used the moon as a pillow. The Evernight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep reading, bro. Let me just finish the chapter. I'm done. I'm so hungry. Okay. Huh. They're arch enemies, Leonard asked. Yes, the reason why Medici failed and was captured was because he was dealing with a Sauron ancestor who had fallen into his trap. It wasn't that he wasn't prepared, but that he was mainly focused on the primordial demonesses side. Surprisingly, Alista Tudor went insane. On this matter, Adam and Amon played a rather important role. The evil spirit is an enemy of Adam. Why would the Blood Emperor want to capture Medici and the two angels of Sauron and Einhorn? The place they perished was in the palace where Alista Tudor was trying to become the Blood Emperor? Yeah. They were the ritual materials needed to become a true god? According to Mr. Fool, Adam is one step closer to divinity after getting 008. Is this also considered a gathering of materials? Amon is dealing with the old man because of similar reasons? He was afraid that he had touched on a secretive matter, causing the old man to react negatively. Has Mr. Fool and the church reached a certain degree of tacit cooperation? That's the implication if no one is investigating you, Pala Zoroast said. What will they arrange me to do next? Arrangement. Reward you for your services rendered and allow you to become Sequence 5 after you finish digesting your potion. Then you'll be allocated a Red Glove team and you'll be sent to complete missions. Otherwise, they may send you to a large diocese like Baklan to become a deacon. Yes, if you could become the Baklan deacon, we would be chilling. Back to Baklan. Klein seems to be planning something. He didn't converse with the old man as he slumped against the wall and cradled his head. Late at night in the border town of East and West Balam, dressed in a formal suit, Dwayne was holding a gold inlaid cane. After exchanging signals and countersigns with the officer on duty, he watched as the officer opened the door to the warehouse and said, "Hey, everything inside. Check the goods and move it yourself. Also, pay me the remaining amount before leaving." Dwayne nodded slightly and weighed the suitcase in hand. It was £5,000 in cash, entirely from May Sanchez's down payment. At this moment, two figures were silently watching this develop 2 warehouses away. Wow, okay, that is a good place to leave it. Let me just quickly check Discord to see if Milos or someone else sent those other tarot cards for a second? If so, then we'll look at those, and then we'll take a look. Okay. So these ones can be used. This is quite good. This is nice. This is not a bad set. I don't mind this actually. This is cool. This is a full set. Cool. Gio looks so bad. Oh, Gio looks like a baby. Oh god, Gio's bad. Yeah, Gio looks like a baby. Maybe not. No, I would prefer individual ones, but I do appreciate this, Amnesiac. What do you think happened with at least the tutor now that you think Adam and Amon were involved? You know what, Romero, I will get back to you tomorrow, bro. I don't know right now. I do not know. And yeah, I'll check the DMs as well. This is something, but I'm not a huge oh, I see. This is more just this is just the wanted posters. Dr. Z, if you know of better sets, just send me one from the set. I will find the set. Just send me one from the set so that we can take a look. If like again, this is not bad, but oh, these ones I have seen. This is not bad. These ones I don't mind. They don't have their titles or like their tarot cards, but I appreciate it. Bye, Dr. Z. But like I don't mind this. What the fuck is this? Weeb Dracula, Shorty, Good Boy, Freaky Writer, Blonde Rich Girl, Jack Sparrow, Mr. Fraud. Klein gets Mr. Fraud, but Leonard doesn't get fucking... Leonard doesn't get fake protagonist. I will look for him. Thank you, Dr. Z. Oh, these ones. I mean, scenes or characters or backgrounds, as in the set of cards, not just the tarot members. Oh, maybe. We can think about that too. Alright guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for popping by. Another fantastic stream. If you guys are new here and haven't joined our Discord, consider joining. Link in the description. As always, love having every single one of you here, whether you're just lurking around or you're active in chat. Either way, love y'all. Yeah, we'll do a night stream, remember. We'll react to the episode. We'll read a little bit beforehand. And then if you guys want, I can host the episode on the Discord later. Okay? That's it. We're going to leave it there. Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your day or night. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.